Okay, everybody, how you doing today? This is Gregory Poet, the Gamer Poet, hashtag GP. We're playing Guild Wars 2, my favorite game. Um, Gonna have a good time here in Tyria. It's time for the dailies, and I, I'm so happy to be doing this right now because I just had one of those days, it's one of those days where you just want to slap the hell out of people, and you can't because apparently it's against the law to just slap the shit out of random people. So, yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen my stream before. I love to play role-playing games, fantasy role-playing games. Guild Wars 2, Elder Scrolls Online, and Diablo 3 are my big ones. I haven't streamed Diablo 3 yet on Twitch. If you look at my channel, you can see I'm fairly new. But I think that's okay. I think I checked about 20 minutes ago, and I think I've got 105 views and 10 followers. Ow! That's a milestone for me, I guess. People are approaching their 200th follower, and they have 700,000 views. Hey, I like to say that Twitch is like the field of dreams for gamers. If you stream it, they will watch. So, I pay no attention to that kind of thing. I just like to get on here, share the games I love, and let off some steam. Have a what really grinds my gears moment. Oh, today is just one of those days where
I deserve an award.
I feel like I deserve an award because I went through some bullshit today, and it could have always been worse. Let's see. I got up this morning, took a shower, got ready to go to work. I was an hour late for work. Was that within my control? Yes, it was. I could have left a little earlier. I could have not been tweeting on my phone and missed my first bus connection. I could have got on the very next bus instead of sitting on the bus stop thinking about my life. But I didn't. You know why? Because I'm a substitute teacher / substitute paraprofessional, educational assistant, that kind of thing. I work with, sometimes I have to substitute teach a class, and then sometimes I have to work one-on-one with special needs kids. And I worked at this school today that is not my favorite school because the kids there are, I won't say all the kids, but the kids that I have to work with, yeah, they kind of piss you off, And it's you have to remember, people oh, come on, Gregory Poet, they're special needs. No. Yeah, there's one thing about special needs, and there's another thing to just be a straight up asshole. You can tell they know they have, some disabilities, and they use that shit to their advantage. I walk into the office, and this guy says, this little kid, he's fuck, what is he, first, second grade, I don't know. And I've worked there before, they know who the hell I am. And he says, who's this giant monster? And the guy says, that's Mr. Greg, let's be respectful. And that's the thing, is you gotta remember that they're special needs, and you have to be all calm and warm and nurturing and shit. And when you really just want to slap the shit out of them, what the fuck did you say to me? The fuck did you call me? And then people say, oh, no, maybe you should find a new job. No, maybe I should just work better at not wanting to slap shit out of random kids. I'm not perfect. Never said that I was. I never will say that. And then not only is it these badass kids, but it's also this particular school. Every fucking time I've ever worked there, substituted there, the schedules are all fucked up. they give me a schedule, and it's like, okay, you know, at 2, at 9 a.m. go to this room and support this student. All right, cool, I can do that. And then at 9 o'clock comes, there's like some other, staff member in there, and they're looking at me like, what the fuck do you want, And I'm like, well, they gave me a schedule that said at this time I need to help this kid out. It's like, no, you know what, I got it, actually, thanks. Bitch, what? Hey, I'm just trying to do my job, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here, really, but I'm of the mind, you tell me what to do, I do it. That's just kind of how I roll with it, or at least that's how I try to roll with it. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this schedule today changed like 20 times, right? And I'm like, okay, that's like, it's life, it happens. Sometimes, shit just doesn't work the way you want it to work. All right, I get it, So then, the like supervisor, she tells me, she said, yeah, well, today's a little crazy day. We had like 3 field trips, and like all of our paraprofessionals, except for one, went on the field trip. So that's why I was short staff today. And, it's with the problem with all of the schedules. And I'm like, okay, I get it. It's life. And she says, well, by about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all the classes should be back from the field trip. And if that's the case, then we can go ahead and let you go, because we're going to let you go home early, because at that point we don't need you. And I'm like, okay, I'm digging that. So they like start coming back from the field trip. I'm like, cool. And I see, this is another reason why I don't like this school. I see the other paraprofessionals, I see the other like assistants and shit, and these motherfuckers don't speak to me. They don't like me. They all give me the stink eye. They all give me that, like I'm there for their fucking job. I don't give a shit about your job. That's why I'm a sub. I don't want to fucking work this bitch full time. So they're back from the fucking field trip. I'm like, okay, well, they're back. You're gonna let me go in any fucking time now, since the people I'm subbing for are literally back. They're in the building, in the room. They're like in the office, looking at me and shit. And I'm like, okay. And one of these chicks, she says, and like she like kind of goes off to the side and shit. I guess like, I don't know, like so I wouldn't hear or something. And she says, hey, you mind if I run to the store real quick, since we're like, waiting for that last bus to come back? And the fucking supervisor's like, hey, get out of here. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No, how about you come over here, you do your fucking job, and I'll fucking go home. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the shit that I'm talking about. I was like, But, ultimately it worked out, I guess, They finally let me go early. It's great. It was great because I was there. I got there an hour late, and I left like 2 hours early. Fan-fucking-tastic. So, yeah, it's just one of those days. Just deal with people, and there's like so many different attitudes and personalities you gotta deal with. It's like, it was like not a happy fucking camper, I got this like 8-year-old putting his finger in my face talking about, yeah, you better stop sassing me. I was like, little boy, you better take your damn finger out my face. I don't know what your damn disability is, and frankly, I don't give a shit. Whatever your disability is, it shouldn't make you put your damn finger in my face. I'm that kind of guy. Oh, you're mean. Yes, I am. I'm quite mean. I'm glad you got the fucking memo. I'm mean, and I don't like you. Well, I didn't say that. I want to say that. This is shit that I want to say. I'm mean, and I don't like you. And I would rather be streaming on Twitch right now. That's my thing. I would rather be streaming on Twitch right now. See, I was just telling my wife earlier. I was like, the fucked up thing is, I'm getting into Twitch. I'm feeling, I'm having a great time with it. Hopefully, my idea is like every day. The goal is to get a new follower every day. Does that happen? Shit, no. But this is my therapy. You know, I'm not gonna pay like $100 an hour to sit on the shrink's couch and bitch about my problems when I could do it for free, or maybe $10 a month once I become a turbo member of Twitch and sit on this couch and bitch about my day and play video games at the same time. Oh, that sounds like a fucking deal to me. So you see me on my phone. What I'm doing here is checking the Guild Wars 2 timer, because the last daily I'm gonna do for today is the Inquest Golem Mark II, and that starts in like 47 minutes. So I'm like, all right, let's get as much done as I can for now, and let's see what I can get into. Like, there's a veteran risen wizard over here. I think I can handle a fucking veteran. Fuck it. Like, I think I'm badass enough to handle one of these guys. Drop my supply crate on him and just kind of go for it. I was looking at my profile or whatever you call it here on Guild Wars 2, and like one of the things is like, I guess they keep track of all the events that you do, and I'm like woefully short on events, and I've been playing this motherfucker since like Head Start Access, and I'm like, damn, and it makes me think like, so I'm not a nice person, I guess. I'm not a helpful person, because I guess like if I don't have that achievement, kind of means that like when I see like group events, it's like there's an event going on over here. Help the so and so get free from the so and so. I'm like, fuck them. Like I don't want to do it. Like sounds like a you problem, and I should. I can say this about the Guild Wars 2 community: it's a lot less toxic than some of the other communities that I've seen in my day. And I've seen like I had my World of Warcraft moments. I played World of Warcraft. That's a thing. It happened. Am I proud of it? No, whatever. But I can't say it was like super toxic, but it wasn't like the most supportive. I can't say it was the most supportive community I've ever been part of. Look at League of Legends. One of the main reasons I don't play League of Legends is because it is just, I swear, the community in League of Legends is just some of the most toxic shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I've been called so many niggers so many times that, I was like, I guess reporting people just doesn't work. It just must be like, there's a room where all the reports of racism and all that shit goes, and there's a guy or a monkey of some sort sitting in this room, just like every time it chimes, just like it was just crazy. And it's like, everybody's whining and bitching and moaning about something, and it's like, can't even fucking enjoy the game. This just got to the point where if I decided if I was gonna play Guild Wars or League of Legends, then I just have to mute all of the fucking chat and just play in silence. It's the only way I could play. And I know that sounds kind of sad, but you can't put it any other way.
I gave it my all.
So that's a thing that happened. So yeah, I'm just running around killing shit just for the fun of it. And so the plan here is, once the event does kick off and for the Inquest Golem, I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm going to jump on my new toon that I started here on Twitch the other day, who I lovingly call Shroomhead, because, well, he's got a mushroom as a head. He looks like a mushroom, and I think that's awesome. You know, so yeah, this is my main character. This is Bad was Heisenberg. This is the guy. You know, I kick myself all the time though, cause I waited and waited and waited, timed it perfectly so that I was like online and ready to go the second. I mean, literally the minute when Guild Wars 2 went live a couple years ago. I was right there, and I could have chose the name Zen. I could have did it, because you know, generally, well, you don't know, but you're gonna know now. I'm gonna tell you. But generally, all of my tunes, all of my characters in games, I tend to have a name that has something to do with Zen. Zen something Zen is in the name. I guess the more I the more I play, the older I get, the more I kind of step away from that. But because like my character I'm using right now in Elder Scrolls Online is not named anything like Zen. His name is actually Argonian Lives Matter is actually his name, and he's badass. So, you know, if you look at the name, you know, not everyone, but if you watch the Breaking Bad series, you know who Heisenberg is, and well, you don't actually spell Heisenberg with a Z; it's actually with an S. But I was like, well, there's Zen. There you go. If I just change that S to a Z, I got Z-E-N in there, and it keeps with me always being Zen, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just kind of stepping away from that now. Guess I'm getting older, get a little wiser. Yeah.
Gave it my all.
So, kick myself. I'm like, damn it. Why the hell didn't I, you know, use the name Zen? And this wasn't the name originally. You know, I've changed this person. I changed this tune's name about 2 or 3 times. But the first name that I went with was Zengineer. I thought I was so clever. I wasn't. And I don't know, I guess I just blame myself for not having friends to tell me that I wasn't clever. And, you know, I guess it might have been nice to just have someone say, hey, you know, don't do that. That's stupid. Yeah, it's good to have friends to just kind of real quick. Hey, by the way, that's just stupid. Don't do that. You know, and have that all the time. And you know, it's all right. Hopefully, one day I can be that person for someone else. Like, hey, don't do that. That's just, well, it's just ridiculous. What's wrong with you? Why would you even think to do something so stupid? I don't know. So, let me go ahead. I'm just running around killing. See, this is that kind of chill mode for Guild Wars 2 that I love, because it's like I'm not really doing anything, but I'm enjoying the fact that I can just run around and kill random shit with some relative bit of ease. So, we're gonna check out the GW2timer.com real quick. We should probably be at like 30 minutes before it starts. Yep, we're at 39 minutes, it looks like. So, let's go do something. Well, I haven't, you know, I used to run the events down here all the time, and I haven't done that in forever. So, let's see if that's still a thing there. I see a little quest marker there. Let's see what that's all about. I remember when, you know, karma events and ore were just it. It's all that everybody did all the time. You know, gotta get your karma up. You know what I'm saying? Don't wanna not have enough karma. I've spent karma on stupid shit, so I don't have a lot of karma. And shit, actually, right now I'm using my karma to like buy like karma gear, early karma gear for my new character I started the other day. Because, you know, I've read all these things like, oh, don't use your karma until the end, you need it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, to an extent that's true, but yeah, fuck it. Like, I've done so much in this game. I was just like, you know, I'm at a point where I'm just gonna do what the hell I want to do, really. So, it's like, is it gonna hurt that much?
Sweet and steady.
And it's like, there's just so much to do in the game. You're gonna get so much more power as you play anyway. It doesn't really matter. So, I don't know what's going on with this this little thing right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and revive her. See what's happening. I'm gonna follow her. Alright. Now if it gets serious, I'm gonna fucking leave you. I'll tell you that right now. And she's just running. She ain't gonna stop to kill anything. So okay. I see why she dies. She just runs and dies. She's got Leroy Jenkins syndrome.
Not enough energy.
There's a thing. Alright. So, I guess I'll take care of this. Since she wanna run and kill herself. Normally I'd say you wanna run and kill yourself, that's you problem, but killing time. So. Yeah, so yeah, it was one of those days, man. The weather is all crazy in Minnesota, so it was like 50 degrees the other day, and now it's like up to like 70, 80. I'm like, up and down, up and down, up and down, you know. Okay, what are you gonna do, lady?
Swift and steady.
Did I just? Oh, what the hell? I don't know what she's doing. It don't look like she's doing it in a safe place. So yeah, it's like I hate being hot. I just do. I'm actually one of the people who I actually prefer the winter. I like being cold. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I like being cold when it's supposed to be cold. You know? And it's like if it should normally be 80 and it's fucking 40, you know, I don't enjoy that. I feel like something went wrong. And somebody should answer for this trap.
Don't let them get me. I'm too brilliant to die.
I'm too brilliant to die. Great.
Swift and steady.
I wonder what this chick is doing. I really do. Let's see. Defend her as she searches the village for ancient artifacts. That's what the hell you're doing? Ancient damn artifacts. That's what I'm risking my life for over here. Better than getting like treated by a fucking 8-year-old. You can't do shit about it, big okay. Yeah, I'm a disgusting pig monster. Okay, all right. But go ahead and pick up your crayons. Go ahead and pick up your crayons. I couldn't even. I can't.
Safe from harm.
I'm just not that kind of a guy, you know. And people tell me that's what makes me a good like paraprofessional. Because there's so many fucking people who are like, you know, pick up your tray. Go on, come on. Are you making good choices right now? Go ahead and pick up your tray.
Fight smart.
And I'm the guy that's like, hey, fuck that, pick up your tray. You know, hey, you know, they may hear my feelings, but they pick up the fucking tray. I don't give a shit about you hurting your damn feelings. You know, this ain't like Dr. Phil. You know, not here to give two shits about your feelings.
Safe from harm.
And it's like, yeah. Every once in a while, the kids, you know, they elicit that big, a nice hearty laugh out of me, and I'm like, haha, okay, I needed that. This little boy is just horrible. He's just, you know, it's like, yeah, you may have this ability, but right now you're just being an asshole. And he puts his finger in my face talking about, you better stop sassing me. I was like, what? I better what? Sass, not sass you. Like, that's right, I know what sassing is. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I'm a grown up, and I don't need to sass a kid. Hey, I'm no kid.
Glory.
Really? What are you then? Hey, look, I'm a 9-year-old, okay? I'm gonna take this. What? You're a 9-year-old. Okay. I didn't know that 9-year-old constituted not kid. I didn't know that shit. I'm glad he told me. I feel so much better now that I know the truth. So, what is with the fucking veteran chicken, man? Zombie chickens. I tell you, you gotta watch out for them. Motherfucker is really going for it, isn't he?
Gave it my all.
Okay, veteran risen chicken. Oh man. So just in case anybody is keeping up with me, this is like one of my favorite games. Probably my most favorite game. Although Elder Scrolls Online has been like calling to me lately. I don't know. I may switch over to like kind of being all about
That's satisfying.
all about ESO. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But as of now, Guild Wars 2 is still my like all-time fucking favorite game. And in case you didn't know, they are gearing up to release their first official expansion. It's called Heart of Thorns. It's gonna be awesome. They're releasing a new class, a new profession called the Revenant that I'm definitely looking forward to. And so you know that when they do release a date, I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream because I feel like it's just one of those important milestones that needs to be celebrated with a 24-hour stream. And somebody asked me the other day, like, well, I don't. To me, this is kind of like an asshole kind of thing to ask somebody. I don't know why. I tolerate this because he was my friend, or he is my friend. But he asked me, yeah, you know, dude, that's cool that you're doing a 24-hour stream for the release of Guild Wars Heart of Thorns, but you're not very popular, you know. So, do you really think streaming 24 hours is a thing that you should do? Oh, that was strange. And he says, yeah, because you do have a life, right? So, I was like, okay, first off, fuck you. I do have a life, but that has nothing to do with anything. Like, I'm still going to stream 24 hours. And I promise you this, if not one person chats with me within a 24-hour period, that's okay. I'm still gonna fucking do it. You know? That's one of the things that's why I feel like I know I just really just have that belief. I'm gonna be successful streaming Twitch. I know I'm not competitive. I'm gonna, you know, League of Legends and Blizzard, you know, Heroes of the Storm and, you know, Dota and all these things. I just don't do competitive. I'm not good at it, first of all, and you know, I don't want to waste your time and my time streaming some shit I'm just really not good at. I love adventure. I love questing. I love stories. I love character progression. These are the things that I love, and those are the things I'm gonna stream. And if nobody ever watches, that's cool too, because like I said, this is my therapy. I've been talking to myself for years. I read a blog about that, like, you know, so should I just be talking to myself until somebody gets into the chat room? And you know, the answer is yes. Somebody like said, yeah, in fact, you should talk as if you're talking to like 100 people. And I'm like, okay, you know. And then he's like, get used to it. Because, you know, when I first started, I tried the whole, well, I'll just wait until somebody, you know, says something in chat. Then you know, read and figured out, well, no, because there's like a delay. So by the time somebody says anything in the chat, they've probably already left the chat, you know. And I saw another video where a vlogger was saying that like nobody wants to like turn into a stream and just see a guy like. Yeah, that's not fun. It's not fun at all. So, you know, it's all good. So yeah, look out for that. And I'm gonna be guest streaming for Team Outcasts on Twitter. I'm gonna be on their Twitch channel for Team Outcasts this Sunday. Originally, I was gonna go for an 8-hour stream because it's Sunday and after work. I've been rethinking that. It may be 8 hours, but it may be broken up. 2 hours here, 2 hours there, 2 hours here, 2 hours there, or 4 hours here, break 4 hours. Some way, somehow, I feel like Sunday's a good day to get the streaming in. I don't think it's all gonna happen in one clip. So, make sure you tune in to that. I'll be, promoting that and that type of thing. And in case you don't know or you don't have it, it's on my channel. Go ahead and follow me on. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, but hey, follow me on the Twitter. The tweeter, I like to call it. It makes me like really embrace my old age. Go ahead and follow me on the tweeter. Wow, that was a nice original. I'll take that Modi bag from you. So yeah, so that's how I let everyone know when I'm gonna stream. I think right now I just get a lot of satisfaction at seeing the retweets, and I'm like, oh, they really want to see my show. They're retweeting. No, it's what they do. It's like a retweeting Twitter page is what they do. It clearly states in the about me like I retweet things, and so then when they retweet it, I'm like, oh, they like my shit. No, they just retweet things. They probably don't watch your shit. It's time to be real. This is one of those moments where it's time to get a little real. So, alright. So, we're going to check again. If I'm down at the 20-minute mark, then I'll go over to the area. Oh, what happened? Oh, I lost the page. Fantastic. Guild Wars timers. There we go. GW2 timers. I think we should be at that about 20 to 30 minute mark. We're going at 25 minutes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get over in that area and wait it out. Kill random things over there while we're waiting for that event. Old sledge. Yep, old sledgy poo. Oh, a friend of mine, I'm at that age now where I'm starting to like realize not everybody's my friend, and like I'm to that point where I kind of catch myself like, oh, my friend, and I think about it like, that's not my fucking friend. We've never hung out, If I called him right now, he'd be like, what the hell do you want? We're not friends. So I'll say an associate of mine posted on Facebook the other day like a really interesting question. It was like, what video games would you, if you could like have your memory erased and play them all over again? So it'd be like an absolute fresh start, like it's the first time you ever played it. What games would it be? And I was like, oh, what a sweet question. just the nature of that question just takes you back, doesn't it? So naturally, my answer was Diablo 1, because it was certainly, get that time, getting tired. But it was certainly that time. Diablo 1 was the first fantasy role-playing game, I guess action role-playing game I ever played. And I don't know, I played Zelda, for the original NES, but like the way I remember it, like Zelda was too hard for me. Like, I don't know because I was too young, or I just wasn't getting it. Or,
Sweet and steady.
one of those things I wasn't really feeling. But I do remember playing. So I guess technically, Legend of Zelda was my first role-playing game. But the first role-playing game that hooked me, and I was like, I love role-playing games, was Diablo. And I think it's for the simple fact that even if Legend of Zelda was my first role-playing game, it was Diablo that was the first role-playing game that let me be who I wanted to be. And there's so many role-playing games that you can play a role, but it's a role that someone else has decided for you. Like Legend of Zelda, you're gonna be Link. That's who you are. You're Link. Right now everybody's going crazy over The Witcher 3, and I didn't really have any interest in playing The Witcher 3, simply because I never played The Witcher 1 or 2, and then I looked at it and it's like, okay, so you're going to be Geralt, or however it's said, and I'm like, I don't want to be Geralt. Like, can you change the person's name? Can you change their appearance? I don't know. But so that's why I'm so drawn to Guild Wars 2 and Elder Scrolls Online and Diablo 3. It's like, okay, this is my character. This is what I want to look like. This is, how I want to play. These are the skill sets I'm going to use. Like they say when you make a new character in Guild Wars 2, like, this is my story. So that's what it's all about. Like, this is the story I want to, listen to after a long day of
Sweet
crazy, work. I've had to listen to stories of many kids all day. So you know what? I was thinking about something. I noticed, a lot of people come here and they get on this little thing here, and I assume it's like a little safe spot, but I'm like, I would think over here would be a safer spot, but I was like, maybe I could come up here. Maybe I can come up here if I can. I don't know if I can. I can. I come up here and fight it from over here. But it's like, I don't know, everybody's over there.
Sweet and steady.
Let's go ahead and well, the point I was gonna make was this little build that I have. It's a more defensive build. So I was thinking maybe it might be advantageous. I had a teacher in high school that said that to me once, and it stuck with me. It's every time I say the word advantageous. So I had some story. It's crazy. And this teacher, and he's an awesome teacher. He's fell on hard times recently. I read in the local paper back home that he was caught with a DUI, or he had a DUI. He lost his teaching job, and I kind of saw that coming when I was a kid. I was like, hey, he's a bit of an alcoholic, isn't he? He should get help. Says the guy who went on to be a heroin addict. But he was the girls' basketball coach, right? He was my advanced placement or honors social studies, whatever it was called. But he was also the girls' basketball team coach. He was the girls' basketball team. No, he was the coach of the girls' basketball team, and he was good. Like, he was a great coach, and he coached some girls to some pretty serious awards. And so he was serious about coaching and things like that. And the way I remember it was I was late, coming into his class for whatever reason, some paperwork bullshit, I messed everything up. So I was a little late getting into his room. I was 3 or 4 days late. And so he gave me all the work that I missed for the first 3 or 4 days. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went home and I did it. I just like got on the computer and like typed it all up and turned it in the next day. And he looks and he's like, who typed this up for you? And I was like, me. I typed it myself. I didn't need help typing it. I know how to type. I know how to use computers. And he's like, do you? He said, you know, I'm the coach of the girls basketball team. I'm like, I'm well aware that you are the girls basketball team coach. And he's like, I see. And you're in my honors history class or whatever. I was like, yes. He's like, I see. Well, seeing as that you are computer savvy, I may have I have a proposition for you that may prove advantageous to both you and I. And I was like, I had never heard the word advantageous, and I was like, clearly I understood what it meant. And I was like, go on, seduce me with your wares, you know. And so the proposition was this. It's a sweet deal for me. He says, I'm going to, well, he basically he made me the girls basketball team like statistician or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm not very good with numbers at all. Like, I'm not good with math. And he's like, you don't have to be. I've got this program in this laptop. You know how to use the laptop, and you learn how to use the program. You're in there. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can learn how to use the program. I can learn how to use the laptop. He's like, you take the stats for the girls at the games, and perhaps I can look the other way when you don't do so well on a test. Or maybe you don't do the homework. And I was like, that does sound very advantageous to me. So, that's the way it was. And it was sweet. Like, and this is the kind of teacher, like, when the girls won, hey, it was good times for all. But when the girls lost, you better sit down, shut the hell up, because he's pissed, and we're all gonna like pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it's gonna be. So yeah. So that's the story of how I learned the word advantageous. Yeah. I tell a lot of stories. It's what I do. Good at telling stories. So yeah, let's see, that's good. That's a nice range. That's a real nice range. So I'm just gonna stand here and throw grenades, and that should be good. Should be good enough, you know. Oh, and that's not good. Jumping off the ledge. Living on the edge, you can't help yourself around. Living on the edge. So that's a thing. All right, so let me go ahead and check the. I'm gonna check the Guild Wars 2 timer again. Let's see where we're at. 13 minutes. T minus 13 minutes and counting. Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, and I will like actually, once the summer like, you know, kicks in full-fledged for me, you know, because, you know, being a substitute teacher, it's like, so my wife's a teacher, so she can't wait. She got like 9 more days of school left. So, you know, the teachers can't wait for school to end, like way more than the kids, you know. And but I'm like substitute, So while she's got the summer off, she can just chill and, you know, make candles or some shit she does. I don't know. Other than sit around and look cute, I don't really know what she does. She does shit like that, candles, earrings made out of candles. I don't know, but she does these things. But me, I'm still a sub. I'm still a sub. So there's still summer school. So there's still like the possibility that I will actually have to work like a day or two out of the week, and I'm like, that messes everything up, because you know I want to get like a meaty, you know, streaming schedule, because I feel like, you know, you never know when somebody's gonna check out your screen, your stream, not your screen, your stream, yes, your stream. So I feel like I've gotten better kind of results streaming in the morning and streaming during the day than I have streaming, you know, at night, or during this like time right here. But because of work, that's like kind of the only times that I can, you know, like make sure I get it done. So I'm gonna pop a couple of buffs while I'm waiting. A little magic find and a little karma find. Very good. And somebody's got some buffs over there. Ah, yes. Give me that buff. Very nice. Very nice. This is good. So now, I never really looked at the difference. Yeah, I got my magic find up to 172%, which, from what I understand, 172% magic find isn't like great. You know, I've taken a few breaks from Guild Wars 2 since I started playing, and yeah, I come back and a lot of things have changed, and that's one of the things that had changed the first time I came back. They kind of like reevaluated and redid the whole magic find thing, and I just didn't even pay attention. I was like, oh, okay, magic find, you're gonna get magic find stuff, finding magic. I just didn't really pay attention to it. Now I'm like, oh, because I see people like, yeah, I got my magic find up to 280%, it's pretty good, and I'm like, if I have enough stuff and eat stuff, I can get mine up to like 175, you know. So, don't really grinds my gears. Damn, arena net. You know, hey, thanks for Guild Wars 2, appreciate it. Can't wait for the expansion. But you know, some of the like the Living Story stuff I liked. Like I love the first season. Well, the first half of the first season I really loved. But this whole thing with Scarlet, it got just so, I was so over Scarlet so fast. And so I quit playing for like a long time. And I got an email that was like, you know, we're taking down Scarlet. You know, log in. I was like, no, just go ahead, take her down. I'll get back to you later. But like, you know, when it was like the original, when they first introduced Braum, and it was like the Molten Alliance and all that, that was fucking awesome. I love that shit.
I chose.
So, I quit playing, I started playing again. Quit playing, started playing again. Quit playing, started playing again. And well, this last time I quit playing and I came back, they just got this whole Marjorie too, where they send you on this massive, super expensive damn scavenger hunt to go get this ascended back piece where you can choose your stats, you know. And I'm like, okay, cool. I have like all clerics ascended gear, and it would be cool to get a back piece that's clerics too. So I embark on this ridiculous damn scavenger hunt to get all the things that I need for this back piece. and I come up against this thing where it's like, alright, you need a stone of the mists. And the only way to get that is to run fractals, fractal dungeons. And here's the thing, I hate fractal dungeons. I hate jumping in the game, and I hate fractal dungeons. Can't fucking stand it. The only one that was kind of, no, I don't find any fun in it. The other dungeons, like the explorable dungeons after the story mode, those dungeons, those were some fun dungeons. This shit is just irritating. Can't run up the damn ramp because there's fucking wind gusts and that was kind of crazy shit. There's one fractal that I thought was cool as hell with the giant colossus thing, and then like you finally get it done, and it like walks off, and it turns around and gives you the. I was like, yeah, that was sweet. That was a good payoff, but the shit, getting that motherfucker free wasn't fun. I didn't find any fun with that shit. So here I am trying to grind fractals. I always get in a group that ends up like kicking me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, or somebody else doesn't know what they're doing, or I get DC'd or something. And I'm like, damn you, A-Net, for making me do shit that I don't want to do in order for me to get some shit that I want. I don't like that at all. So I gave up on it today. I said, fuck it. I had like, spent all this money on plates of meaty plant food and all that kind of shit. And I just got so tired with the fractals. I said, you know what? I'd rather be spending the gold I make on legendary stuff. That's one thing I never got my hands on, was the whole legendary thing. And then now they tell me in Heart of Thrones you're gonna be able to craft your own precursor, and I'm like, yay! All right, what kind of massive bullshit are they gonna make me go through now? So I look forward to seeing what that's gonna be like. So, all right, gonna check the. Gonna check the. Let's check that Guild Wars 2 timer. I feel like the time is upon us. Uh-oh, 5 minutes. Oh, communal boost fire. Or communal boost bonfire. Oh, I already have a boost. Oh, I can't have more boosts. Let's not be greedy. I guess I got all the boosts I'm gonna get. So, Mini Zeus, Cat of Darkness. Remember that was supposed to cost like a whole bunch of laurels. Glad he's got it, I guess. Yay! Yay! Whew. I am. I'm not feeling best right now. I think those damn kids, between the weather and the kids in their little kid germs and shit, I think they may have gotten me a little sickly. Feel a little sickly. So I usually try to stream between an hour and 2 hours generally. But I'm not feeling too hot. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for this event to happen so I can finish the daily completionist
unbroken, unshaken,
achievement
resolve,
or whatever. And then I'm gonna call it quits for the night. Get some rest. My wife will probably make me some tea, stroke my hair, sing to me, rock me to sleep. Go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep, little baby. I'm gonna wait, daddy gonna stay. Don't need nobody to baby. Oh, there's somebody in the chat. Eat more vegetables to strengthen their immune system. That's coming from a mother and teacher, and she's right. I do need to eat more vegetables to strengthen my immune system. My wife tells me that shit all the time. Do I do it? No, because you know damn well I'm hard-headed, and like I'll eat more vegetables, but then once I get a hold of vegetables, I just suck the nutrients right out of them. I put so much butter and whatever, cheese or whatever I can on them. And this shit's probably like worse for me, you know, than if I was just to like eat a damn carrot or something. So, but thank you, Ducket C. I will eat more. I'll try to eat more vegetables. I do. Thing is, I buy vegetables and shit, but it sit in the damn refrigerator, get old. I'll be like, oh, I gotta cook those. Then, you know, I love asparagus. And I keep fucking it up. Like, I know the right way to cook it, but I keep fucking it up. And I'm like, oh no. So, like all that shit, broccoli, asparagus. I got like the perfect way to steam them shits. And I just been fucking them up lately. So, yes, definitely gotta strengthen my immune system. That just chat message scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the hell's going on here? What? There's a person speaking in chat. I'm not used to that. That's great. I'd love to see more of that. That makes me feel good. That somebody, I put this long and passionate like thing on my Facebook page the other day, and like I got like 2,000 Facebook friends, and like 10 people like liked it, and like I was like shit, 2,000 fucking Facebook friends. You would think I could get like 10 followers out of 2,000. No, I think I got, as far as I know, I got two or three, I think. So I'm like, but I mentioned in that that Facebook status, I was like, I know a lot of you don't give, I believe I said, 1 gram of fuck about video games. But if you're my Facebook friend, I like to think that you give an iota of fuck about me. So please, won't you follow me on Twitch? I feel like that guy that's like, you know, trying to get you to give like 4 pennies a day for the little people, not the little people, the little kids in the third world countries. And it's like, you know, Vashti doesn't have any clean water or underwear. But just for 3 cents a day, she can have clean underwear, fresh water, and a roof over her head. And da 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 da. And then it's like at the end, it like zooms in on him. He's like, please, won't you help? You know, and it's like, do I gotta do? Hey, so I have to do commercials like, please, won't you follow me on Twitch? You know what? I should fucking do that shit. People make the most stupidest videos go viral, and like, I feel like I should just make this like real sad video. It was a turn around. Every time I stream, get a little bit close. You know, I should just make this like real sad video and be like, for just a couple of pennies a day, you can help Greg become a full-time streamer on Twitch. And he'll have a roof over his head, food, and his massive belly. Won't you help? Oh man, I'm just having too much fun. With my tummy. No. So Ducky T, I'm glad you were brave and said a little something on the chat tonight. I hope you're having a great night. You and yours. And I hope the family as well. Should be about getting time to start these events. I'm ready to lay it down. It's so hard to like go to work and then you know, it's like go to work, spend time with family, and then stream. It's like there's only 24 hours in a day. It gets kind of serious. It's like
T-1 minute and counting until.
there we go. T-1 minute counting until hazardous material evacuation. Terms of platforms limit exposure. And I jumped off the fucking thing again. Alright. Very good. Right. Okay. So, all these people here, like, other people are gonna go run and do this, like, crazy pre-event kind of thing. So, I'll just switch over on my grenades, make sure I'm getting that. Getting that range. Look at that range. Look at that range. That's good range. So, you know, also, I didn't do it tonight, but I had thought about it today. I was like,
Beginning evacuation
I need to do
protocol.
more
System
poetry.
is warming up.
because that's what I feel sets my page apart from everybody else. And Gregory fucking poet. I gotta do some fucking poetry. But due to life and like badass kids and pathogens and a weak immune system, I don't like sit down and like write the poems I want to write and shit. So I said, you know, hey, poems, and I need to read more poems anyway. So starting on my next stream, hopefully. I don't know what if it's your computer or your internet.
Pilot tampering
Duck it,
suspected.
see.
Requesting
But
Mark
you
II
lost
for
me for
backup.
5 minutes. I didn't give any important game tips. I'm not even talking about the game no more. I'm just running my mouth about random things. Which is what I tell people. Like, yeah, you may not like video games, but talk too much about video games when I do this. But, yeah, don't worry. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything to gameplay. So, wow. I didn't know this fight could be so damn easy. You really just stand up here and just, there you go. Throw some grenades. Kill the giant monster. Look at that monster. Look at this monster. Yeah, Ducky, so Twitch can be very, like, demanding on your computer, both like if you're streaming it like me or like just watching. So it could very well, you may have a decent computer, but it could just be your internet connection. Because sometimes, you know, I lose connection too. So not to worry. And you can always, like, you miss something, and perhaps you just wouldn't want to hear my dulcet tones. There's on my page there should be like links to like recorded broadcasts. So never fear. It'll be all good. Wow. You know, so this is the easy mode. This is like I'm standing up here throwing grenades, all good, nice and safe. But this is so boring. It's like there's no strategy here. You just stand up here and throw grenades. There's a lot more strategy. Being like, see all those red circles? Yeah. It's more engaging to like learn to dodge his attacks and that kind of thing. But you know, we're gonna do it. This is the first time I've ever done easy mode like this. I'm gonna keep it easy mode for right now. So seems to be going fairly well. Wow. Everybody's got this crazy scream. Like, what are you doing? All that screaming. gives you a nice buzz. Okay. Very good. That is one serious like boss. I like to meet the people who drew this motherfucker. It's like we need a world boss that's all robot-y like. Well, all robotic. And they came up with that. Fantastic. Somebody got their paycheck that day. Very good. Why not? Just sit right next to me. I don't know why they're not standing on this damn box. That's the whole point. Everyone's standing over here, but we're standing on this damn box. So we won't get hit by the red circles. Oh well. I guess they want the challenge. You know? Hey, if you want a challenge, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and challenge yourself. Good sir or madam. One thing that you may have missed, is that I did hope, wish that, good things for you and your family. I didn't like to say that. I'm doing well. I did say that. You missed anything with that. You ain't missed another damn thing. A lot of tell people Tyria ain't going nowhere. Tyria, which is the name of the world that Guild Wars 2 is set in. Tyria is Tyria, and that shit ain't going nowhere. People are like, oh, I would play, but I gotta work. Or, I would play, but I gotta study. I'm like, you know what, you go ahead and study, you go ahead and work. Tyria ain't fucking going nowhere. I learned my lesson. Putting damn video games before, doing your schoolwork or, going to work. Yeah, some work. It ain't that serious. Do the damn assignment. Turn in the essay. You play video games the other day. It's okay. It's alright. I promise. Wow, they gave me a bronze. I don't want bronze. But that did complete. Whoa. I never got that before. Mojo. What is that? That's a focus of some sort? But, I never got Where's the damn box? It's gotta be over here. Everybody's already standing here. There it is.
That's valuable.
There we go. That is valuable. And there you go. Boom. Oh, we got everything that we came in here for the night. We got chest of the hero, we got your chest of lore, and we got your chest of monstrous goods. And there you go. That was a good little bit of fun for the night. So, I'm gonna rock it on out of here. And I'm gonna call it a night. Again, I'm sorry with my weak immune system and such. But I'll be back tomorrow, feeling much stronger, much better. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Duckett. I always appreciate your contribution. You know I do. Much love for you, to you, and your family. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a good night.